I want to talk about something that I think is genuinely one of the most frustrating parts of trading chart patterns, and it is not the analysis side. Most traders who have been doing this for a while already know what an ascending triangle looks like. They know what a double bottom is. They understand the setup. That is not the hard part. The hard part is being in front of the right chart, on the right time frame, at the right moment, before the pattern completes and the move has already happened. Because crypto runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Patterns form on the 15-minute chart at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. They form while you are eating, while you are working, while you are asleep. And by the time you open your platform and start scrolling through pairs, the entry is gone. There are over 1,000 trading pairs across 4 major exchanges. Nobody is manually watching all of them. So, setups get missed constantly. Not because traders do not know what to look for, but because they physically cannot watch everything. ChartScout fixes that. And I want to show you exactly how it works today because the workflow is genuinely different from anything I was using before. Once you log in, this is your dashboard. At a glance, you can see how many pattern watchers are currently active, any recent detections, and right at the top is where you create new scans. The core concept here is the pattern watcher. And I want to be clear about what that actually means because it is simpler than it sounds. A pattern watcher is just one combination of 4 things: one exchange, one trading pair, one time frame, and one pattern. That is one watcher. So, if I want to watch BTC on the 1-hour chart on Bybit for a double bottom, that is one watcher. ETH on the 15-minute chart on Bybit for an ascending triangle, that is a second watcher. You build them up like that. There is no code. There is nothing to configure beyond those 4 fields. You tell ChartScout what to look for, and it handles the scanning around the clock while you get on with your day. Let me create one right now so you can see how fast this actually is. Exchange, I am going to use Bybit. Pair, Bitcoin, USDT. Time frame, I want the 1-hour chart. And the pattern I care about right now is double bottom. Click Start Pattern Watchers. And there it is in the table. ChartScout is now actively scanning Bitcoin USDT on the 1-hour Bybit chart for double bottom formations. I did not have to open TradingView. I did not have to set a price alert or bookmark anything. I just defined what I want watched, and it is running. And this is where the pro plan starts to make sense. You get up to 250 active watchers at once, so you can cover a large slice of the market across multiple pairs, multiple time frames, and multiple patterns at the same time, without any of it requiring your attention until something is actually found. The platform supports 20 chart patterns in total, across reversal, continuation, and wedge categories, plus a few technical indicator-based detections. So there is a lot of flexibility in what you can scan for. Now, I want to show you something that I think most people who hear about ChartScout for the first time do not expect. Because I did not expect it either. If I open the symbol picker and switch to the Futures tab, there is a TradFi filter. And when I turn that on, I can see select stock, ETF, metal, and commodity listings that are available as supported futures products on these exchanges. So, depending on what is listed, you might see names like Palantir, Tesla, SPY, QQQ, gold, silver, or crude oil sitting right here alongside your crypto pairs. The framing I use for this is, if it trades as a supported futures product on one of these exchanges, you can monitor it with ChartScout the same way you would any crypto pair. Same watcher logic, same alert system, same workflow. I am going to add a watcher for gold. Same exact process. Pick the pair, set the time frame, choose the pattern, start it. And there it is, running in the same table as my Bitcoin watcher, one dashboard, one workflow. No switching between tools or subscriptions based on what you are watching. That is actually a big deal in practice. Let me show you what the alert actually looks like when ChartScout finds something, because this is where the product earns its keep. On the notifications page, I can see every detection. In list view, I have all the key info. The pattern that was detected, the pair, the time frame, the exchange, and the exact timestamp. Alerts come through in under 20 seconds from when the detection is made. But I actually prefer thumbnail view because it shows me the chart image directly in the feed. I can scan through detections much faster visually than I ever could by opening charts one at a time. Let me open this detection. You can see the actual chart with the pattern overlaid, the pair, the time frame, the exchange. Everything I need to decide in about 10 seconds whether this is worth looking at more carefully. This is important. ChartScout is detecting patterns at roughly 75 to 80% maturity. That means you are getting the alert while the setup is still forming, not after it has already resolved. You have time to look at it, plan your entry, and make a decision. One small thing worth showing. From any notification, I can click the pair symbol directly, and it opens that market on the exchange in a new tab. No copying and pasting, no searching. One click from the alert to the live market. All right, this is the part I really want to focus on, because this is the bit that matters most for how you actually trade this. ChartScout found this setup and put it in front of me. Now I want to look at it the way I normally would. Most traders are going to look at this and think, oh, gold is going up. That's exactly how you get trapped. Look at the context. We had a strong move down, clear selling pressure, and what comes after that? Not a reversal, a slow, grinding channel up. This right here, it's weak, small candles, overlapping price action, no real momentum. That's not how real bullish trends move. This is distribution inside an ascending channel. So, what am I watching? Simple. I don't care about the middle. That's noise. I'm focused on the top of the channel. If price pushes up there and starts stalling, showing rejection, that's where I'm expecting sellers to step in and continue the move down. Because this structure, it's not strength. It's a pause before continuation. Now, if we break out clean, impulsive, and actually hold above the channel, then yeah, bias shifts. But until that happens, this is still bearish in my eyes. Don't get baited by the slow grind up. The way I think about the relationship between these two tools is this. ChartScout is the scanner, and TradingView is the analysis layer. I am not trying to replace one with the other. I am using ChartScout to tell me which chart deserves my attention right now, and then coming here to do the actual work. Without ChartScout running in the background, I would not have been looking at this pair, on this time frame, at this exact moment. That is the entire value. It is not about automating your trading. It is about making sure you are not missing the setups in the first place. Alerts do not only live inside the platform. You can also receive them through Discord, Telegram, or email, so you are covered whether you are at your desk or away from your screen entirely. If you want to test this yourself, ChartScout has a free 7-day pro trial, full pro access from day one. That means 250 watchers, all 20 patterns, all 4 exchanges, and all alert channels. You can set up your first watchers today and run the full workflow before you pay anything. The link is in the description below. And if you just want to watch real detections before signing up, check the public feed on X at ChartScout_bot. It is running live. That is it from me. Drop a comment below and let me know what patterns or pairs you are planning to watch. Genuinely curious what setups you are hunting right now.